Title: Our new garbage man was strange. I have always made eye contact. One day, he stopped me. You need to leave this house before it happens, he said quietly. Tonight. Who are you? I asked. Start. I always make eye contact. It's how I read people. Neighbors, strangers, even the man who picks up our garbage every Thursday morning. Most people look away. He never did. Until the night he stopped me. You need to leave this house before it happens, he said, voice low, deliberate. I froze. Who are you? He lifted his shirt. A badge, half hidden. A gun at his waist. Now you'll understand. Don't tell anything to your wife. That was the first thread unraveling, the first signal that my life was not what I thought. I met Claire 10 years ago at Christmas, snow falling, her laugh like firelight. She carried tragedy in her past, but with me, she claimed she felt safe. We built a home together, red brick, white lights in December, the scent of pine lingering in every corner. I gave her everything, my loyalty, my money, my name. I believed she was my beginning and my end. And yet, even the softest snowfall can conceal sharp glass beneath. The garbage man's warning gnawed at me. That night, when Claire drifted to sleep beside me, I searched. Her phone, emails, passwords I had never touched before. And there it was, encrypted messages, secret calls at 3 a.m., photos. Him, my so-called best friend Daniel, a man who toasted me at our wedding, a man who held my shoulder when my father died. The betrayal wasn't just physical, it was financial. Bank accounts drained, my company shares quietly transferred, documents signed in my absence. She had been planning my ruin hand in hand with him. My stomach burned with acid, but my hands did not shake. Rage sharpens. Pain teaches patience. I did not confront her, not then. I smiled the next morning as if nothing had changed. I became a shadow inside my own life. I mirrored her patterns, documented her lies. While she whispered into her phone, I planted devices. While she laughed with him in secret, I traced every dollar, every asset, every hidden account. I hired a man to dig deeper. He found it. Proof of fraud, of conspiracy, enough to bury them both. I rewrote my will, shifted my money into silent trusts she could never touch. I played the husband, still blind, still devoted, still adoring. She kissed me goodnight, never knowing I had already signed her fate. I chose Christmas Eve, the night of illusions, the night families gather around fire and tree, smiling with secrets. I invited Daniel and his wife. Claire thought it was her idea. She dressed in red silk, her lips painted like blood. She had no idea the stage was mine, not hers. The house glowed with lights, carols humming faintly. The air smelled of roasted meat and cinnamon. But beneath it all, tension coiled. The garbage man was there too, parked across the street in an unmarked car, waiting. Mid-dinner, I raised my glass. To family, I said. They echoed it, false smiles flashing. Then I brought out the gifts, 4 boxes neatly wrapped. Claire opened hers first. Inside, a folder of documents, her forged signatures, her bank transfers, her emails with Daniel. Her smile shattered, her face whitening under the tree lights. Daniel tore into his box. Inside, photos of him with her, time-stamped, undeniable. His wife gasped, a strangled sound, tears spilling. The room turned still. I spoke calmly. You both planned to gut me, to erase me, but I erase you first. Daniel lunged, but the knock at the door froze him. 2 men in black stepped in, federal agents, the garbage man among them. The cuffs clicked before their protests could rise. Claire's eyes, once warm, now hollow, burned into me. You set me up. I leaned closer. No, you set yourself up. I just lit the tree. The agents led them out into the snow. Neighbors peeked from windows, whispers scattering like frost. Daniel shouted, calling me a traitor. Claire begged, voice cracking, please, please, you don't understand. But I did. More than she ever knew. Her last glance through the patrol car window met mine, a mixture of hatred and disbelief. She had always underestimated me, always thought love made me blind. Love only made me watch closer. That night, I stood alone in the glow of the Christmas tree. The ornaments shimmered, but the house was silent. No laughter, no betrayal hiding in the walls. I poured myself a drink, the ice clinking softly. Outside, sirens faded into the cold dark. I did not weep. I did not smile. I simply breathed. Because revenge isn't fireworks. It isn't rage. It's silence. It's control. It's knowing that when they tried to bury me, I buried them deeper. Christmas morning, I woke to peace. Not joy, not sorrow, just peace. And that, I realized, is the sharpest gift of all.